Hello, welcome. We are leaving tomorrow, and so what I'm gonna do today is just take you through what we've packed. We're pretty much packed at this point. There's still a couple things. We've got, a couple clothes that we're waiting to dry, and then we've got some electronics that we need to charge, and obviously, the camera I'm filming on and things like that. But we're pretty much packed, and whatever isn't packed, we know where it needs to go, and it's in some sort of situation to make sure that it gets there. All right, so here we go. So we are gonna be gone for a full month. And in that full month, we are going to be everywhere in Peru. One of the really neat things about Peru, it is full of so many different landscapes. We are going to be seeing everything from glaciers to deserts to the rainforest to maybe even the jungle and the beach. And so there's a lot of different things that we need to pack for. We are also doing this only in carry-ons. And so that was another challenge. And I'm also working with me solo. And so I had to pack some shoes that I wouldn't normally pack unless we were taking pictures and working with them. So those are kind of the challenges and the parameters for our trip. It's also worth noting that we are spending an entire week in the Amazon rainforest, and that was the main thing that we kind of started with and worked everything else around that, because when you're in the Amazon, so it's humid, and then you also have to deal with covering yourself and protecting yourself. And so we actually went and sprayed our clothes with permethrin, I don't even know which way to say it. So we did that yesterday, and that binds to the clothes and will last about 42 days or 6 washes. We did buy some clothes specifically for the Amazon because it is recommended to not have cotton or linen and have either wool or synthetic fabrics, and we actually don't have a lot of that. These synthetic fabrics that we do have are workout gear, and for me that's things like yoga pants, and yoga pants are not what you want in the rainforest because bugs can still bite through them. So I had to buy 3 pairs of pants, and I will link everything below, and you can also watch our last video where I kind of went through that again. Anyways, let's get started. We've got 2 carry-ons and 2 personal bags, and it's just Kyle and I that we're packing for, so here we go. Okay, so I'm realizing that it'll help to do a mixture of like holding up things, but also just kind of showing you how we pack. Bear with me, this is very different than what we normally do in terms of videos. Also, the lighting is coming and going, but I've never really cared about that because this is just where we are in life. So right now we're looking at my carry-on suitcase, and all of this does fit in. This is just kind of spread out right now. So this is my makeup bag. I will probably go through what I'm packing on that on Instagram just because it's very minimal, and I don't wear much makeup, and I probably wouldn't even bring this much if it weren't for taking videos and pictures. My makeup, this is one of our travel containers that is actually specifically for getting through TSA, but because of our situation, this has actually been packed with dry things. So in here we've got a toothbrush for each of us, and then a razor for me, and then down here I'll show you, there's a magnet down here that keeps this on. And so this actually doesn't go in there like this. This is a tube that has a little pump, and so what I realized with the pump is when I put it in properly, the pump takes up space. And so to pack more things, I filled this bottom with the tablets. I put more in the bottle, and then I just put it in upside down. So as you can see, this actually has a pump, but for purposes of airplane travel and everything, this is how I packed it, just so we get that extra space and can use all the space in that cavity. And like I said, up here we've just got 2 toothbrushes and a razor. We'll probably not end up packing more things in here, even though obviously there is more space for us to pack things. Figure I'll also take you through our toiletries right now. This is actually a toiletry bag that Kyle had when we got married, and he really loves it. And what's nice is it's got a hook so you can hang it up on the bathroom door and have all your things laid out for you. So starting off in this, we've got flushable wipes. I actually brought a few face masks as well, just little things. And then we've got some allergy medicine because I am always in need of that, and then some Ziploc bags. So this is pretty empty, and we do have a little pore face vacuum that is charging right now, and we'll actually probably put that in there. So in this container, we've got Q-tips. That is just kind of leftover from the last time we used this. These 2 bottles are filled with Q-tips. I really like storing them this way because then you don't have to worry so much about like digging your wet hand into a Ziploc bag or something. So these bottles are just filled with Q-tips. In here we've got my different bath products. I got this little travel kit from By Humankind a while ago, and so I've been saving it for this trip. So it's got a conditioner bar, a shampoo bar, and a body wash bar. And so again, it's nice to not have to worry about having that as liquids because a lot of the places we're staying actually don't have amenities like shampoo. Here is just a little bar of soap. I think we got it from the last time we stayed at a hotel, and so I just grabbed it for something like this. I've got a little bit of like a solid lip balm situation, and here we've got our reusable and biodegradable dental floss, again from By Humankind, and like I said, just some leftover Q-tips from our last trip. And then up in this pocket, We've got a little electric razor, a cuticle clipper, nail clipper, and tweezers, and then forgot to mention we will also have Kyle's electric razor go in here, but that will need to be charged. So this is the bag. It's pretty collapsible, which is nice, and it seems pretty empty, but that's because we have to pack our liquids separately, so I will show you our liquids in a bit. All right, top of my bag, we've got 2 hats. Kyle is going to be using this Mission cooling hat. It covers his neck really well, which is very important because he gets sunburned so easily. This is just my old community college hat that I just have kept, and I enjoy it. It does what it needs to do. I've packed 2 dresses and a skirt, and these are again kind of for either like a night out or also taking pictures. These are just some little inserts because I'm actually not bringing a real bra on this trip, in case you were wondering. I am bringing different like tank top bra situations and exercise tops, and that's what I'll use, and it's kind of a 2-in-1. So this is an activewear tank, and it's kind of like the Happiness Runs crop tank from Free People, and this is amazing, and I will link it because it is game-changing for me. This is actually a swimsuit top from Geode Swimwear, and I love it as a hiking top, so I knew I had to bring this. These are just some white shirts, because apparently that's all I'm bringing in terms of actual shirts. They're all like some sort of white or cream. This is a kind of a light jacket, but it's actually good for warmth, and so we're packing in layers because, like I said, we are going to be everywhere, and that includes some high elevation places where it's going to be cold. So back here I've got 2 Nisolo bags that are filled with different things, which I'll show you in a second. And then here I kind of have my day-to-day pants, and so I've got 2 yoga pants. They are both from activewear, and so I'm bringing this style of pant because we are going to be very active, and I'll be wearing a pair of jeans to the airport. I've also got a pair of bike shorts that I can wear under the skirts and dresses, and then a pair of like hiking shorts down there. So like I said and showed, I've got a couple of Nisolo bags, so whenever you order from Nisolo, the shoes come in 1 or 2 of these bags, and they have bags of different sizes, and they're great. I use them all the time. I keep one in my purse at all times. It's great. So in here I've got all my socks and underwear, so I like having them in a bag so I don't have to chase around for them. I know I just grab the bag and I can find what I'm looking for in there. In this other Nisolo bag, I've got all my Amazon pants, and so I will link them below, but basically think of a quick dry pant that isn't too tight to the skin, and we have, again, like I said, sprayed these down with permethrin, or permethrin, because I still don't know how to say it. And I also packed another Nisolo bag that's wrapped up down there just in case we need it. So I've got my clothes, our hats, our toiletry bag, our dry toiletry case, and my makeup, and that's all going in the main cavity of my suitcase. I also have this, so I also, in the sleeves, I've got panty liners just to last me through the month in case I need them, just because it's so humid and it just helps me feel a little cleaner. I've got an extra razor because I thought I could treat myself and bring 2. And then I've got a little pouch of jewelry and a hair tie, so let me grab my jewelry real fast. My jewelry collection is very minimal. This is pretty much it. I've got my Daniel Wellington petite watch. I've got a Daniel Wellington cuff. I've got the interchangeable straps, and so I just thought I'd bring my watch because, you know, it's a nice little touch to help you feel fancy. So there's the other watch part, and then I've got this necklace that I can link. We got it at a boutique in Cannon Beach, Oregon, and so this one has a little K on it, and this company actually goes and donates some of their profits towards human trafficking. And then I'm also wearing my necklace right now. This is a pendant that has our wedding date, Kyle's name, our KA symbol, and I wear this a lot. Then I've got one ring. This is from Daniel Wellington, and then I've got my wedding band set that I will be bringing. So that is my jewelry collection, and it all just kind of fits into this little pouch, and I'll be bringing it because, again, we're going to be doing so many things, so not every day is going to be hiking. There are some days where we'll be going to tour cathedrals and such, so I thought it could be fun to have a little bit of jewelry. It doesn't take up much space. Alright, so now I'm going to take you through this second compartment in my suitcase. So these are just a bunch of, they're actually makeup wipes, but we will just be using them as wipes. It's a thick bag, but what's great about this is as we use them, you know, it gets smaller. Some more wipes just to help us feel extra clean on our trip. Container of medicine. We have a lot for this trip. I've got my daily medicine for anxiety. I've got my inhaler. I've got allergy medicine. We've got malaria pills. We've got altitude sickness pills. We have travel diarrhea just in case we need it. And so I kind of combined ours, and this is where we're at with that. So it's a lot, but it's going to protect us and help keep us safe. In here I also have our travel tripod that we got, and so it fits really nicely, and I'm actually a lot happier with it than I was when I first unboxed it. Down here I also have, these are our swim cases for our phones, so hopefully we can go swimming in the Amazon River and take some video. And they're also just nice to have for traveling, especially if you don't have pockets or if you're zip lining, things like that. It's nice to just have it, you know, around your neck on a lanyard. We've got a first aid kit. So in here we've got band-aids, moleskin, hydrocortisone cream, such things like that. So, and here's the real kicker. I've got 3 pairs of shoes in this suitcase and I can't believe it. So in here I've got my knee solo clogs with the white strap. I love them and we're gonna take pictures with them. Excited for that. And then in here, Kyle and I each have a pair of their travel derby shoes, and I'm actually gonna get that out to show you real fast because we really love these shoes, especially for travel. These are the travel derby shoes. We have had these for a while now, and what we love about these, so this is Kyle's pair, and they're so lightweight, but then you can just squish them down and like you can travel. Like this is the size of like one shoe, if that. And we love them for that reason. They're so great for everyday walking and they're just so great to travel with. So we each have a pair of those and we are each bringing them because they are just so good for travel and to have an everyday shoe. We're also both bringing our knee solo boots. We have the all-weather boots. I have the, I can't remember if they're the Amalia or the Amelia everyday shoe, and then Kyle has the Andre's weather boot, and so that is going to be what we're wearing to the airport and what we're going to be wearing a lot as we hike and go around. We think they're going to be really great for everyday things but also hiking, and so just a really good versatile shoe. I'm going to put the stuff back, but that is what I have in my suitcase in both compartments. That is everything that's in there, and I do still have a little bit of space, but it definitely is well packed. I'm going to take you through now our liquids, and these are going to be in Kyle's backpack just to get it through the airport security a lot easier. And so there's 2 things in here. We've got our other little travel tube, and so this is our wet one. We've got a little baby sunscreen and a little toothpaste just in case we need it, and so we'll go through this first and then toss it, and then we'll have our tablets that I showed you. We have shampoo for Kyle. Like I said, I have my bar soap things, and we've got some face wash and face creams for him. So this is what's in the top container. I also failed to mention earlier that this is for your water cup when you are rinsing after you brush your teeth. And then in the bottom of this container, so that's what I was trying to say before, is this itself takes up space, so there's actually extra room in that cavity. So I've just got a face oil in here, and that's what we've got in this container. So this is our quart size container. We each have one, so this will be mine, this will be Kyle's, whatever. In here we've got all our wet things. So the big things in here that are a little unusual is we've got 2 containers of travel size DEET. We've also got sunscreen and also a lot of hand sanitizer, because with COVID you want to pack that, but it also takes up your liquids, which is a rough one. I don't know if doing this rapid fire was a good idea or not because my voice is going. Okay, now I'm going to take you through Kyle's suitcase and what we've got going on in here. And I actually real fast will also show I'm bringing my big diaper bag as my personal item. And so I'll probably have all the camera stuff, which has also been a challenge, is we've never taken all our camera stuff internationally, and even just on an airplane trip we just haven't had to do that. And so it's one thing to travel like with a laptop and everyone does that, it's another to do with 3 cameras, 3 chargers, so many batteries, hard drives, etc. So that's been a new challenge for us, but we're feeling okay about it. That's actually probably what I'm most nervous about at this point, and so I will take care of that this evening when I'm done with this video. The big thing in here, another new solo bag. I'm just going to show you real fast what I've got in here. I've got cough drops. Airplane air is so dry. And then I've got some liquid IV, which we really enjoy, and also some vitamin C. I thought those would be good to bring, and I just figured it doesn't hurt to have them on the plane. They don't take up much space. So I've got my daily anxiety medicine, and then also our malaria pills that we have to start taking pretty much immediately when we get there. I also have some melatonin and some mints and things to just suck on. So that's kind of my plane bag. Got a flashlight that Kyle has packed. Smart. His suitcase is a little different. Let me show you real fast. He's just got 1 compartment, and then he's got 2 zippers up here and then a couple compartments on the top, whereas mine is just like a hard shell suitcase with 2 compartments on the inside. So in this compartment we've got some more camera things. We've got a couple different strap contraptions for the GoPros. I have a very specific idea in mind for these, and I don't want to share that just in case it does end up happening. So I packed those. He's got another little bag of some of his personal toiletries. And then he's got his clothes. He's got all our swimsuits. We're both packing 2 swimsuits. We are going to be swimming in the Amazon River. And then in Wakachina, we've got a pool, which Wakachina, I'm really excited for. It's the end of our trip, essentially. And it is a little town in the middle of the desert. So I think we also may have another pool along the way, but swimsuits. And then also the gifts we are bringing for people. We are staying with some friends' family for just like a couple nights. I also have a video on what's in here, so that'll be around somewhere for you to click. The rest of his suitcase at this point is his clothes and then some masks. And so basically, oh, he also has COVID tests in there, but I wanted to pack as much as I could in my suitcase and then kind of let him do his own thing. And then eventually, as we use stuff and give away stuff, we'll have more room in our suitcases, and then we can hopefully bring home some souvenirs and such. So I'm kind of the crazy let's pack early type of person, and so that's another reason why I packed as much as I could in my suitcase instead of his. So that is what we're bringing to Peru. I need to go rest because this was a lot for me to talk through. Hopefully that was helpful, and hopefully when we get back we can kind of do a review of like what we didn't need, what we needed but we didn't get, and then also we bring back, because it would be great if we can bring back some souvenirs. I know Kyle has some things that he wants, and there's a couple people that we'd like to bring back things for. So anyways, that is what we packed. Like I said, we are leaving tomorrow and we are so excited. So make sure that you follow us, you subscribe, because there is going to be so much content. We are so excited. We're going to be doing some really, really cool things, and we can't wait, and I'm so excited. Make sure you're following along, and this is what we packed for Peru.